And good evening, race fans. Welcome to Sunday night. It's the Blazing Pedals, TRJ Karting.com Truck Series, and we are coming at you live from Pocono, the Turn 3 Racing Network's favorite track of all. Why? Because what Turn 4? I am your host, Chris, and with me as always, Rick. Rick, how are you tonight, bud?
I'm doing great, brother. How you doing? Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday to you. I understand you're a little under the weather, but man, that's okay. I promise I got enough energy to go all night long tonight. Ash and Slice Fan Club, thank you very much. It's going to be a good one here tonight from Pocono. Really can't wait, man. This is going to be a good race, and this is the end. I mean, not technically, but this is the last bit of racing before we go for that championship race. Let's go ahead and look at the point standings coming into tonight. Top 8 drivers in the league, and sitting on top after last week, it's going to be Derek Poulsen with Hank Caston, Dalton Kilrow, and Jamie Walker, your safe drivers right now coming into tonight. Ty Morosco, 4 points below the bubble. Ash and Slice a little bit further. Ian Habiak and Taylor the Butcher Benjamin, the Butcher, taking a beating last week as he was not in the race. Man, oh man. Well, hey, this is where we're at. We got tonight. We take a week off next week. These guys gonna vote it up. See where we're gonna go for the championship race 2 weeks from tonight, right here at this time. It's gonna be good. I can't wait. Jaden, thank you very much, bud.
Yeah, kind of stinks you're not going to be out there on track tonight, bud. But hey, thanks for checking us out here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, Chris. You know, I've had this one marked on my calendar since the beginning of the season. I mean, I love Pocono. It's going to be fun. But it's also, I mean, nobody's really, I mean, you kind of said it. You said that they're safe. Well, they are kind of safe because they are in that top 4 right now. And nobody's locked in, man. So, I mean, tonight, these guys got to put it all on the line. They have to drive smart, drive clean, and get to the end. And, you know, when those checkers, you know, wave, and then we figure it out from there. But, man, this is going to be exciting.
Yes, it is. And we're going to get Terry ready to come on up into the booth. Don't want to surprise him, Rick. He's in VR. We start yelling at him, and he might have a heart attack. Don't want to do that to Terry. But Terry Foster going to be joining us here in just a moment. And we're going to get this walk down pit road second to last time this season. And man, it's been a hell of a season for these guys. Really fun. And it's awesome. So let's go ahead and get Terry up here, and we're going to say it really quietly. Hey, Terry Foster, this is Chris and Rick up in the booth.
We're both moving. There we go.
We'll try it one more time. Hey, Terry Foster, Chris and Rick up in the booth. There we go.
There we got you.
Well, we wanted to go in quiet because we didn't want to scare you. Didn't know if you had your goggles on or not. So
that's all good, buddy.
Don't want to give the guy a heart attack. You know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
Well, bud, I don't know who you got planned for tonight, but the floor, she is yours.
Well, how about giving me the driver of that number 88 Dew Crew, Jamie Walker?
Jamie Walker is the call. And he is up with us. Terry, go ahead.
Jamie, you got me.
Yeah, I got you. Go ahead.
Hey, buddy. Hey, thanks for doing this. I know we're out here trying to do a little practice. Hey, let's go over just a couple things here. You're currently in 4th, man. Last week, we had a winner that wasn't in the playoff. That kind of shook things up for us. But this week, you got the likes of Paulson, Caston, Kilrow in front of you. Morosco, Slice, Habiak, and the Butcher behind you, man. What's your plans for taking care of these guys to make sure you make the big dance in a couple weeks?
That's a good question. I'm just going to do what I can to keep all 4 tires pointed in the right direction, keep all the fenders on it, and hopefully get a decent finish out of it and move on to the next round.
Well, with that, who do you think your biggest adversary is here tonight?
Well, as of last week, I would say the lap down cars. No, I really don't know. I mean, we got people that come and go at different tracks, so it's a 50-50 shot who I'm looking out for.
And you bring up lap traffic last week. You had a tough break last week, man. You got set on the pole, had a damn good run there first part of the race. What happened at the end of the race there? What made that 88 park it for the night?
I got ran over by a lap car.
Okay, I didn't look at the replay, so I don't know. All I done was look at the tires like I usually do. What do I got here? Well, tonight, a win and you're in. Man, anything can still happen. It's Pocono. I mean, we got guys out here that ain't going to give a crap. They want to win the race. They want a first-time win. What's your feelings on something like that?
Yeah, if someone's going to race like that, I'm just going to let them go, let them do what they got to do. Is like I said, I'm just looking for a good, strong finish here. That should be hopefully enough to do what I need to do.
Buddy, I'm pulling for you. I can say that now because, well, I'll just say it now. I'm pulling for you. Actually, I'm pulling for all 8 of you guys. I'd like to see all 8 of you guys make it to the big dance, but it ain't going to happen. Man, I tell you what, all I can say is good luck. I know you, Skittles, is Skittles on your car this week?
Oh, yeah, she's always on my car.
Awesome,
She's always riding around with me.
Whoa.
I tell you what, it's people like Skittles that make this sport what it is for all of us out here. That mean for you, Rick and Chris, for us out here racing, the league. It's people like her that makes it possible what we do, because we're all out here enjoying this. So Skittles, if you're listening, thank you so much for what you do with us. And I know she's threw a couple bucks in here and there for a winner. So Chris and Rick, he's all yours, man. I'm sure you guys got some really good questions.
Well, Jamie, turn 3, and we're on a 3-turn track. What's the trick here to get around this track quickly?
I believe it's going to be the momentum and keeping those tires as fresh as possible.
All right. And obviously you've done pretty good here so far in practice. Currently sitting second spot. Of course, we've been taking up some of your practice time, but don't want to take any more. You got just under 5 minutes. Get that 88 out there, and good luck tonight.
Thanks, guys. Hopefully we can put on a good show for you.
Good luck, Jamie.
Good luck,
Thank you,
brother.
sir.
Driver of the number 88 coming in just a little further behind in points than he was last week, but still with an incredibly good shot to try and make it into those final 4, Terry. And then this is it, buddy. After this one, we take a week off. The vote happens, and then Terry Foster joins us up in the booth.
Yes, sir. I'm excited for that, and I'm really excited for the vote. Pocono is one of our better tracks we've ran in the past. I know Michigan's was a good track. Indianapolis is a good track. I've already told you guys last week or whatever what I'm voting for. It's anything can happen, guys. Anything can happen.
Well, that's exactly it, and that's what makes racing so much fun. Terry, I want to thank you again for one incredibly awesome grid walk. Skittles was having fun. She's got her 86 and her 88 talking to each other here for the Blazing Pedals. She's in absolute heaven, and she's got a big old smile going out there. So a lot of fun, and can't thank you enough, man. And a couple of weeks, you're going to be up here in the booth with us. Can't wait for that. We're going to have a good time. Malted beverages for everyone.
Oh yes. Yes, sir. And I'll be sending you guys a message here later on this week about what kind I want to look at something for the grid walk for the championship, guys.
All right, man. We're going to be ready for it. No problem at all. Terry, good luck tonight. And it looks like you're the only TNA member out there tonight. Is that true?
Yes, he's still down in Talladega. He's camping down there. They got rained out today, so I guess they run at 2 o'clock tomorrow. He's down there watching the race.
By the way, Chris, tomorrow I got to be gone by 1:30.
I don't know if you recognize the fact that we have a TV in the waiting room, Rick, but yeah.
Yeah, the problem with that is I'll be in the waiting room all day.
No cars are getting worked on tomorrow.
Nothing's happening tomorrow at Priority Auto. All right, Terry, we'll get you back down there and get you back out into practice. Got about 2.5 minutes to go.
Thanks, guys. Thanks.
That was the driver of number 86 giving us that grid walk one more time, Terry Foster, and I can't thank him enough. Again, it's been so much fun kind of getting the inside scoop on these guys, getting to know them a little bit better. And, man, it's been a lot of fun. Do want to go ahead and put this out here right now. Looks like there's a trading paints issue. A lot of the paints aren't coming through for these guys, so bear with us. We're so used to seeing their numbers and their paint jobs, and that kind of sparks their name into our head, but it might be a little bit of a challenge tonight. It was going to be cool, but, man, it's going to be fun. Hey, speaking of Skittles, there she is right on the screen. You know, she's cheering on the 88. She said, hey, I got my shirt on before the broadcast even started. She was messaging me going, I got my shirt on. I'm ready to go. So that's awesome. That's the Racing for a Cure t-shirt. You can get that, Rick, right at trjkarting.com. And I know you know that to be the truth, brother, because, well, here's one of you. This is the one we've had all season long, though.
My truck looks a lot better than that.
Got the truck. Got the little girl there. I love her to pieces. She's my girl. Well, both of them are my girl. You know that. If that one wasn't enough, hey, let's take a look at him at work. Wearing that same shirt. He really never takes it off. TRJkarting.com. And, you know, it is fall here in Vermont, so it's starting to cool off a little bit. Nothing better to put on your back than a little bit of a hoodie. And that is the TRJkarting.com black hoodie. Available only on TRJkarting.com. And you might get lucky, Rick, because if you order now, you may have a chance to win a fancy box cutter.
I got one. It's right, as a matter of fact, I don't know if you can hear this, so I'll keep talking, but oh yeah, it's right there on my monitor at all times, man. You never know when you're gonna need a Uniline box cutter, and I got one of the best ones right from Tim Habiak at trjkarting.com. As a surprise. That was a thanks for your second order now, kid. Leave me the F alone so I can get some work done.
Too funny. Too good. Got 16 drivers out on track. Rick, we're going to be putting this thing under the qualifying here in about 9 seconds. So these guys having a good qualifying run. Jamie Walker was able to find a little additional speed here in that last 5 minutes. Went to the top of the speed charts during this practice session.
Now, of course, one thing I'm noticing too on the trading paints and Chris, a lot of mine just finally came through. There's a lot of drivers on new paints this week, so very interesting.
Yes, sir. It's going to be a good one. I can't wait to get this one going. And we are under qualifying. Nobody has stepped foot on track yet. Going to be very fun to watch and see who's going to step up. You know, there's going to be guys that want to qualify towards the front. Terry Foster says, all right, boys, you want to wait? I'll cue in. Terry Foster taking a step on the track in his number 86 Kodiak Silverado. Takes a long time to get up to speed on this track, Rick, and each corner just a little bit different than the next.
That's one thing I love about Pocono, man. I mean, it's a tricky track till you figure it out, but once you figure it out, it is a lot of fun. Like you said, each of the turns a little bit different, modeled out of different tracks, so that is pretty cool. Something the drivers got to deal with here tonight. We haven't really talked too much here about the weather, but right now that track temperature, a blistering 108 degrees Fahrenheit right now, Chris. That air temperature sitting at 80. I wish it was that today.
Well, it actually cooled down a little bit from practice, about 3 degrees. It was 111 during practice, so these guys are going to be used to that heat. I'll tell you, I'm not used to that heat. It is a little bit warm right now, right here in my house.
I'm not gonna lie, but of course I'm not feeling well, so I got the heater on downstairs in the computer room tonight.
Well, that's all right.
So just for the folks that are kind of wondering what we're talking about, so each turn there is 3 here on Pocono. It is a triangle track. I love this, man. The tricky triangle. This track is a lot of fun. So is in its little brother Concord. But turn 1 has about 14 degrees banking, and it's modeled after Trenton Speedway. Turn 2 with a 9-degree banking, also known as the tunnel turn, is modeled after Indy. So I mean, these guys are already like Indy. So look out for turn 2. Turn number 3 is about 6 degrees banking, and that's modeled after the good old Milwaukee Mile.
Yeah, very, very cool track, man, and a lot of speed to be had here, Rick, because just it's huge. It's a big track.
It is a big track.
2.5 miles long.
And I mean, if you think about it, I mean, that's like Talladega size, you know, but it's not really a super speedway. It's a raceway. They have a lot of fun here. I mean, this track is just so, it's demanding on drivers with the little changes and everything, you know, as you're coming out of those turns. I mean, know, you're going from one banking to another, and it's just kind of crazy. Terry Foster comes in right now with a 53.419 for lap number 1. And that 86 Kodiak truck looking good. Terry, if you need a paint for next season, buddy, let me know. I'm going to have some time freeing up soon.
On board now, watching Taylor the Butcher Benjamin in that number 10. Again, Butcher was not here last week. Took a huge hit out of the top 4 all the way down into 8th spot in the point standings, Rick. And that's going to hurt.
Yeah, that is. I mean, he's got some work to do here, but I think the Butcher can do it, Chris. I mean, his season has been up and down all season long, but I think he's looking to run here pretty good at Pocono.
Yeah, I believe you're right. And there's the Butcher coming out of the corner. Front stretch here. Very, very long, Rick. You can definitely get some drafting going on here. And it's not uncommon to see a very big, like, fan out of trucks.
Yeah, we're definitely going to be seeing that tonight. The Butcher crosses the line, Chris, with a 53.185. Takes over the pole from Terry Foster.
Teammate Jacob Sayers out on track.
Finally under a Dr. Squatch paint. Look at that thing.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming for Jacob. As you said, finally putting the Dr. Squatch colors on his Toyota Tundra. And 3rd place for him so far, a 53.529. Terry has completed both of his laps, not able to better his first lap.
I think that's almost your favorite scent there for the Dr. Squatch soaps, Chris. That's the Chris IPA paint, man. Thirsty. Poor Terry.
Yeah, get that out of the way before you actually race. Unless you think a 14-second stop will give you enough time.
That brings me back to the thoughts of the Daytona 500 or Daytona 24 Hours of Daytona. There we go. I can think and talk at the same time, Chris. I remember that one time there, I had the wife get me an empty water jug. I don't advise that, folks. Okay, number one, it can be messy. I was lucky. And then I kind of forgot about it after a couple of days, and that just wasn't good.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah. Things I miss in sim racing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Sayers comes over the line 3rd place, Chris. He's got a 53.529. The Butcher's still hanging on to that pole. Terry Foster 2nd. Doesn't look like too many other guys are really thinking.
Well, Hank Caston, Bryce Lewis out on track. We're watching the 5 right now. Hank Caston crossing that start-finish line. And that's going to get him started on his first hot lap. Very surprising, a couple other drivers haven't come out, namely the 88. Would expect him to try and qualify up towards the front to try and stay away from any possible issues. And yes, Terry, it is.
Yep.
Oh, 5 of Caston out there.
24 Kilrow, he's out there doing some lap.
Derek Paulson also on track, so a couple out there now.
Bryce Lewis finally says, okay, it's time to go out there. Got that 18 Toyota out there running.
Caston crosses the line, a 55.033, good enough for 4th spot. We go to the 24 of Dalton Kilrow. Kilrow may be calling it no-go as he hits the brakes.
Yeah, something weird. I was just as I switched over, something happened to the 6th machine too. It was kind of like one of those weird glitches that we saw last week, Chris. He wasn't really that close to the wall, like he hit something invisible and just kind of went a little crazy there. So he's back out there again. Bryce Lewis comes across the line, Chris, taking over the pole from the Butcher with a 52.935. It's a blistering lap there put on by the 18 of Lewis.
Yeah, Lewis first one to crack into the 52-second mark, and we're watching the 88. Jamie Walker going to try and qualify that 88 machine very well tonight, trying to get up towards the front, I would imagine. Again, just to kind of stay away from anything that might happen further back in the field. Good to see all those drivers out here tonight getting ready to take the green flag here in just over a minute. Oh, the 88 goes sideways. Oh, he was trying for that pole and ends up costing himself a qualifying effort because he's not going to have enough time, Rick, to put down a lap now.
No, we still got a minute 33, so yeah, it'll be close.
First lap to warm up, though, boy. Oh, boy.
Yeah,
I don't know.
it's going to be tough.
68 of Ashton Slice out there working that machine. And Ian Habiak taking over, well, it was third spot for just a second. Ashton takes over second, knocks everybody else down. So Habiak sitting in fourth spot and now fifth as it's starting to change. Yeah. Dalton Kilrow with the pole, 52.873.
What an outstanding lap there by that young gentleman, Chris. Outstanding to see there in the 24. Bryce Lewis moves down to second. Derek Paulson third. Ashton Slice fourth. The Butcher fifth. Man. Look at some other guys still trying to come out, trying to do what they got to do.
Yeah, Jamie Walker out there. A little bit of a blink at it, Walker. We've seen that a couple of times this season, but normally during the race, pretty solid connection. Will the 88 have enough time to put down a lap?
Got 10 seconds left. It's going to be,
It's going to be close.
Yeah, he's in turn two. Definitely not going to make it.
Not going to happen on a turn two, no. So that is the end of qualifying. Dalton Kilrow able to squeak out the pole. As we get ready to grid these trucks up one more time here tonight. Starting grid row number 1 to the inside, the pole winner tonight in the 24 Chevy Silverado, it's Dalton Kilrow. On his outside, driver of the number 18 Toyota Tundra, it's Bryce Lewis. Starting to the inside, row number 2, in third spot tonight, going to be the number 6 of Derek Paulson. On his outside, starting his number 68 in fourth position, it's going to be Ashton Slice. In fifth place tonight, inside row number 3, Taylor the Butcher Benjamin. Sixth place belongs to the number 16 Toyota Tundra, driven by Ian Habiak. And Rick, the 86 of Terry Foster, going to be starting inside row number 4 in seventh spot with Hank Caston in his number 5, starting eighth spot to his outside.
Grid row number 5, Chris, is going to be in ninth position, the 39 of Jacob Sayers. On his outside is going to be the number 88, Jamie Walker and the Dew Crew in that number 10 position. Grid row number 6 is going to consist of the 35 of Brian McRae starting 11th. Marquis Smith back out there on track on that 53 Chevy Silverado. He's going to be starting here in 12th. In row number 7, we got the 1 of Ty Marasco going to be starting in 13th. Derek Garrison in the 71. Got his Chevy Silverado to start in the 14th position here tonight. Row number 8 is going to consist of the 3 of the Shermanator, Corey Sherman, starting 15th in that Toyota Tundra, and next to him, the 9 of Nick Okie. Going to be starting 16th. That's going to round out the field tonight here at Pocono for the Blazing Pedals TRJ Karting Truck Series. It's going to be a good race, buddy.
3 turns of fast-paced action. Watch that. Turn 3, it can be loose. We've already seen that. Pace car lights are already off on the 2019 Ford Mustang GT. Dalton Kilrow, your race leader, at the drop of the green as they come out of turn number 2. 24 looking to try and get himself a good finish here tonight. Dalton Kilrow and all the drivers getting bunched up side by side as they get ready to come out of turn number 3 and hit that front stretch. Pace car looking to come on down pit road. It takes that hard left-hand turn, and Dalton Kilrow has control of the field. Green flag in the air. And what a start for Kilrow, as he is leaving everybody behind so far on the front stretch. Getting set for turn number 1. Derek Paulson, Bryce Lewis battling it out for second spot. Derek Paulson has the advantage on the inside. Bryce Lewis takes a peek to the inside, can't get there, stays right behind Paulson. And Ashton Slice running fourth. Taylor the Butcher Benjamin taking a look on the inside of Slice in the 68. The Butcher trying to get up towards the front, knows he's got to win. That's about the best chance he's got to make it into that final 4, Rick. The 10 has got to set aside that bridesmaid mentality, and he has got to be the bride tonight.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, he's come so close throughout the season, Chris, but hasn't been able to do it, so definitely needs to do it here tonight, and he is definitely on a move, doing good. Now, don't forget, folks, we are here. We are with stage racing. That first one's going to come out at the end of lap number 25, so at the start of lap 26. Then it's going to be 50, which will be the start of 51, and then we do a 50-lap shootout, baby, to the end.
Exciting night of action. Here comes Habiak. Habiak in the 16, TRJkarting.com Toyota Tundra. Looking to the inside. If he can get a little help, he will be able to get there. No help for him, though. Not yet. Tucks back in behind the 10. Oh, we got one bouncing off the wall. Looks like that was the 39, maybe, of Jacob Sayers. Able to keep it going straight, but Sayers losing a little bit of ground on track.
There's still plenty of racing left to go. You just got to gather your wits and get back out there and hit your mark. Do what you got to do. Work your way back up through the field. Right now, Dalton Kilrow is doing a good job, but he's got a little bit of pressure on the inside there, Chris, of the 6th truck. That's of Derek Paulson. These guys kind of drag racing. That's allowing the 18 of Bruce Lewis to come right up through, too. Lewis working on the inside, following the 6th, trying to get around Kilrow. But right now, the 624 kind of drag racing it out, but with that extra truck back there helping out that 6, Chris, I think we're going to have a new race leader. And we do.
Derek Paulson taking the lead going into turn 2. Now down that other stretch. So funny because there's only one real stretch here. It's the front stretch, but don't let it fool you. The other straightaways are long, just not quite as long as this huge front stretch. And Dalton Kilrow sitting in second spot. Bryce Lewis wasn't able to stay there to try and put some pressure on the 24 for second spot. So in third spot is Bryce Lewis. These trucks all lining up nose to tail right now on lap number 4. I want to go ahead and thank everybody out there in Turn 3 Racing Network chat. I want to thank you very much for coming out, spending some time on a Sunday night right here with the Blazing Pedals TRJkarting.com Truck Series. If you're not familiar, this is the second to the last race of the season for these guys. Top 4 drivers advance into 2 weeks from now, a race yet to be determined as to location for the championship run. So So far, a very clean start to this race, Rick, as we're getting ready to end lap 4 and start up on lap number 5. Top 5 drivers, Paulson, Kilrow, Lewis, Schleiss, and Butcher Benjamin. Haybiak is right behind Butcher.
Yeah, speaking of Haybiak, I was kind of waiting for my nightly message from Tim Chris. He usually sends me something, lets you know about what's going on, but he's being kind of quiet-lipped tonight here. I mean, he's just saying, you know, what's up? How you doing? I haven't got any race secrets yet, but I have a feeling that number 16 looking pretty good out there right now.
Yeah, he's another one of those guys, Rick, needs to finish strong, very, very strong. Needs the best finish of his young career here in Pocono in order to kind of make sure that he will be locked into the top 4. Otherwise, it will be tight coming in tonight, 7th in the point standings.
Each of these drivers has 3 tire changes out here tonight, Chris, so that's really where it's going to come down to. You want to try to save those sets as much as you can. You got Ashley Slice moving down, looking on the inside there of the 18. Try to take over 3rd position there. I mean, it's kind of weird. I mean, I'm guessing that they're not using dynamic weather, I don't think, because I don't think it's 113 degrees out there in Pocono today. Maybe I'm wrong. That track temperature though sitting at 112, so not too bad, but man, that just means them tires are gonna wear away.
Yeah, so far, good start to this race. Green flag laps all the way, and the Butcher looking to the inside of Ashton Slice. The Butcher trying to make a move, trying to get to the front. The 10 really moving forward now, and he's bringing Ian Haybiak along for the ride. Haybiak sneaks in, takes over 5th spot from Ashton Slice.
Bryce Lewis out there doing a good job, Chris. He was able to fend off Ashton. Ashton actually fell down to 6th place now. And that 18 looking good out there tonight. That's good for Bryce. He's due for a good race. I know it's still young. We're only on lap 7 of 100. Haybiak, he gets that number 16. So still on the 18, but now we're looking at the 16 TRJ Karting.com. Toyota Tundra doing a good job breaking into that top 5 there. Jamie Walker just a little bit behind Ashton Slice there in 7th position. Hank Caston sitting in 8th. Marquis Smith, good to see him out there, man. He's been off for a little bit here this season, but he's doing good right now, sitting there in 9th position. Ty Morosco on that one machine, getting a little bit of pressure from the 35 of Brian McRae on the inside there. Right now, Morosco in 10th, Brian in 11th, going for that 10th spot. The Shermanator, Corey Sherman, he's sitting there in the number 3 truck, sitting in 12th. Terry Foster in the 86th, 13th. Garrett Garrison in that 71. He started here 14th. He's went up to 13th, fell back down, but he's doing good sitting still there. Nick Okie in the 9. Well, we know he started last, but he moved up a position, able to get around Jacob Sayers there, as Sayers bumped that wall.
Oh, does it again, and it's a big one. Heading down into the inside retaining wall. Truck comes up on 2 tires, and down pit road he goes. Jacob Sayers off the track when that happens, so green flag will stay out. The 24, Dalton Kilrow, able to make his way around Barrett Polson for the lead once again.
Now, Jacob, I wasn't telling you to go into the wall. I was talking about how you went into the wall.
Yeah, that was a pancake hit on the 39 machine. Had to bring it down pit road. Sure, there's going to be damage to fix. Rick, I know you talked about stage racing already, but what we haven't spoken about, not to any real extent anyway, is the fact that these guys run limited tires.
Yeah, 3 sets tonight. I mean, that's going to be the thing that everybody has to kind of gauge. I mean, my first thought as a driver, Chris, like, okay, well, you start that first one, you go through that first stage, take a set of tires. That takes away 1. Then you get to the end of the second stage, that takes 2. Then you make a run, maybe a caution comes out or something, you take your third set. But a lot of these guys, they will hang on to their set of tires through that first stage into the second and try to save a couple of sets just in case.
Ian Habiak finding himself under attack as the 88 of Jamie Walker to the inside. Walker has been reeling in this top group for some time now, and he is starting to find his groove. The 88 side by side with the 16 of Ian Habiak takes him by a nose. And
Looks
out
like
of
the
turn
80 has
3,
cleared.
clears it. Yeah, man,
Yep.
that's strong move right there.
Look at the Butcher. The Butcher's putting that same pressure on to Bryce Lewis right now, trying to stay on the inside there as they come down into the turn.
The fastest turn of them all here in Pocono, turn number 1. And the Butcher trying to take advantage. Has a few trucks behind him.
Yeah, that's going to be the biggest help there. But right now, Bryce Lewis hanging on, doing everything that he possibly can, hoping Ashley Slice gets up to the back of him to give him a little help. But right now, the Butcher with Jamie Walker and Ian Habiak. Ooh, almost 3 wide there. Ian was looking there.
Yeah, things were getting really close there as the 88 had a rear bumper of the 16. Ian Habiak coming to race tonight. The Butcher having trouble trying to get by the 18 of Bryce Lewis. And he's trying to do it by himself right now, and that's not going to be an easy task, Rick. That drafting help on that top side line going to help out Bryce Lewis in the 18. And as I say that, here comes Walker down to the inside. The 10 has a good run. Walker trying to capitalize on it a little bit. Ian Habiak goes sideways a little, and that's going to knock a little time off from this lap time. Nash and Slice also backed up a little bit, and we're 3 wide.
Oh, boy.
Ooh, not for very long, but for a second we were 3 wide. That was wicked.
I was right at the end of my seat, Chris. I was like, oh, here we go.
Look at this bumper-to-bumper action. Jamie Walker, Ashton Slice. Slice trying to give a little push to the 88, saying, let's go. And the 88 kind of just trapped there. The Butcher and Bryce Lewis side by side still. The 88 fans it out. We talked about that at the top of the broadcast. This is something we'll see a lot of here tonight if these trucks remain so close. 3 wide action going into turn 1. Jamie Walker to the inside, not able to hold on as the Butcher able to power through, takes over the spot from Lewis. Walker follows along. Walker takes over the spot from Lewis. Lewis finds himself in 5th spot with Ashton Slice to the inside. Slice looking really good right now.
Now, while all that's going on, Chris, the guy sitting in 1 and 2, it looks like Dalton Kilroy on that 24 machine was able to get around Derek Paulson to retake the lead here of the race. But with all that racing back behind them, these guys got a huge gap in between them. In 3rd place, Jamie Walker right now.
Yeah, 3
and they're
seconds.
still not done racing. Yeah, they're still not done racing back here.
Jamie Walker looking to try and take 3rd, and he does at the line. So Jamie Walker really moving that 88 up towards the front. He's got a big gap to go, though. He and the Butcher still locked in that battle. Bryce Lewis coming to the inside once again. Bryce Lewis looking good in his number 18. Trying to battle with the 10 of the Butcher, and that settles itself out. The Butcher on the outside with that momentum, able to hold position, but the 18 fighting back. Chevy, Toyota in this battle for 3rd spot. Walker, Butcher, Benjamin, and Lewis. And it seems to have straightened itself out for just a moment now, Rick, as they have a little bit of separation with caution on the track. And it looks like it may have been the 68 of Ashton Slice.
Yeah, the 68 and the 53 get together.
And let's go back to that spot.
Ooh, big news also. Ashton Slice not out there on the track right now. May have packed it up.
The 53, that's Marquis Smith running behind the 68 of Ashton Slice. Ian Habiak in front of them in the 16. The 53 with a great run into the corner. Oh, and yeah, contact made. 68 goes into the wall hard. And Marquis Smith goes into the wall as well. So a couple of good size hits there, and it looks like Ashton not going to be able to continue on as he is packing it up. So first caution of the night, lap number 15, being worked right now by your race leader, Don Kilroe. Kilroe has been able to lead 11 laps here so far tonight. Paulson right behind him led 3. Jamie Walker has made his way into the top 3. Taylor the Butcher Benjamin, Bryce Lewis rounding out the top 5. Then it's Ian Habiot, Ty Morosco, Marquis Smith, Corey Sherman. A little bit of a pit road fake out there from Dalton Kilroe, just trying to see if he can catch anybody. These trucks searching around for a little cooler spot on the race surface, Rick. Trying to cool those tires down here under caution.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Chris. And a couple trucks did actually come down pit road. The one at Ty Morosco. I see Terry Foster out there. I know Morosco got some tires.
Yeah, Terry Foster also came down pit road. Looks like he just got fuel. As did Brian McRae, Corey Sherman.
So that's kind of interesting. Only one of those drivers out of the 4 actually took any kind of tires. That would be the one of Ty Morosco, going to be restarting this race in 14th position.
And Bryce Lewis right now credited with the fastest lap of the race so far, way back on lap number 2. A 53.566, very quick lap time for racing conditions. Long cautions here at Pocono. Forget how long this track is until you're under caution. And then you're like, oh yeah, it's 2.5 miles. Takes a little while going around this thing at pace speed.
That one thing I like about it, though, it gives you a chance to adjust your equipment a little bit, maybe stretch out the arms, the wrist, have a drink or two.
A beer or two, what?
Beer or two. I usually just tape a bunch of straws together and just keep the 6-pack open there next to me. That's one thing that I'm surprised that I haven't invested in some kind of camel pack system for sim racing. Think about it. That's the way to go.
Yeah, they're just a pain in the butt to clean.
They are. And I do have the helmet with the double cup holder, if you know what I mean, on top, but that's kind of hard to use while you're sim racing with a VR headset on your head.
Yeah, I'd be afraid of spilling. You know, going into one of those sharp banks, tilt your head in the VR, and next thing you know, you got a cold lap.
You never do that, do you? I've only leaned a few times, hit my head on the wall a couple, fell out of my sim rig once.
That's something I haven't done. I have not fallen out of my sim rig.
Unfortunately, I have. You get into it, I mean, the VR, and I mean, they're just getting better and better. I mean, crazy.
Rick, while we're under caution, I gotta tell you about dinner tonight because it was incredible. It was like Thanksgiving in a bowl. It was incredible. And maybe, just maybe, I might bring some leftovers in tomorrow.
Oh boy. I won't lie, I've had 2 ginger ales for dinner tonight.
I had 2 bowls of this. Turkey, stuffing, mashed potatoes, squash, green beans, and a little turkey gravy to go on top of everything.
That sounds just amazing.
Let me add one thing. It's all in a pie crust.
Really? So you guys celebrated a little Thanksgiving, Canadian Thanksgiving then?
Hey.
Hey?
Hey, good news. Trucks are lining up 2 by 2. Dalton Kilroy, your race leader, looking to start on the outside. That'll give Derek Polson a chance to look to the inside. Second row going to be made up of the 88 of Jamie Walker in third spot. Taylor the Butcher Benjamin in fourth. Behind them, Bryce Lewis and Marquis Smith. I think what we might do, Rick, we might go crazy on this restart and hop into the chat channel.
Oh, this will be good.
Want to go on board and listen to some live spotting. Let's dial it in.
This black flag, or is it going to be, like, what is it going to be? I don't know. It doesn't say anything right now. Black flag.
Yeah, just tell me you got a black flash.
Yeah. Yeah, I did, but it shouldn't give me an EOL since I fit, I suppose. That's what it usually does, right? That's all it's like if you didn't fit.
Just come in here for the next time around. Alright, you'll be fine. Remember what we talked about our strategy, okay? Should still be able to come out in front of the leader, so there shouldn't be any issues. When you come out in front of the leader, you won't have any issues. We'll make sure all the fuel's off, there's no pit time. Keep it off the bottom. You got one outside. You'll still come out in front of the leader, and we'll still have that advantage when it comes to the stage break. You got one outside. No speeding. Alright, there we go.
So unfortunate, it looks like the 16 of Ian Haybiak having to serve out a black flag penalty coming down pit road. But, you know, on the other side of that, Rick, we're going to go under caution here in about 5 laps for the first stage.
Yeah, I mean, we heard a little bit. I mean, I think they want to talk a little bit more strategy, but then they heard us coming to the channel there, so they kind of just held off. But yeah, had to go in, serve that black flag. Like, don't worry, relax. Gonna come out in front of the leader. Got to race it out until that stage comes out. Man, look at that. Dalton Kilroy is just killing it here tonight. But Jamie Walker and that 88 and the Duke crew, they're out there in second position, Chris. Paulson's going to be looking on the inside, possibly.
He doesn't, but the 88 does. At the line, goes down below, getting set for turn 1. Jamie Walker looking to try and take the lead away from Dalton Kilroy in the 24. Walker has it by a nose, now clears. We have a new race leader, the 88 of Jamie Walker. Derek Polson looking to try and follow him through, Rick, on the inside. Polson in the 6, trying to get to the inside of the 24. So far, it's a drag race for second spot.
I mean, Paulson's been up towards that front, Chris. He doesn't, not too happy about being in third. He's got to try to get back up there. And try
no, Ian Habia having troubles, Rick. He came out, served this penalty, comes back out on track, has damage. We're going to have to go back as we are back under caution. We're going to figure this one out. So 16, comes off the wall. And then hard in the inside retaining wall. Black smoke coming out. That's not good. And that might be the season ender right there for the 16. Tries to keep it off track. Just can't go with the motor being blown. And we are back under caution here on lap 22 of 100. The other thing that might do, Rick, that might finish out stage 1 here. As we are under caution once again.
That is super unfortunate.
Waiting for a message back from race control to find out if that will be the stage. If it is, Jamie Walker pulls it out. And yes, confirmed from race control. That will be the stage. So stage 1 winner, Jamie Walker with 1 lap led, Rick. And man, did he pick a good time to do it.
I mean, Walker started this race here in 10th position. Worked his way up, and like you said, Chris, you know, able to take over just at the right moment.
Unfortunate for the 16 team. Other news, Ashton Slice decides to pull the truck back off the hauler. He's back out on track, being scored 3 laps down. We're watching the 88 stage 1 winner take his pit stop, getting 4 tires and fuel, and back out he goes. Ooh, the 24. Good battle. Oh, being corrected now. That will not be the stage, I'm being told now. So we take all that back. Race control figures they've got at least another lap before stage. So we take that back.
Well, that's going to be huge, Chris, because look who's there in that number 1 position right now. That's the 10 of the Butcher.
That is huge for the Butcher tonight, needing all the points he can to try and get into that top 4 from 8th spot. And of course, I'm talking about the point standings, not the actual race. So we've got a little bit more time here. Going to take a side-by-side little break. We'll be right back.
And he hits him again now. Rayon Fowler into the outside wall.
Gonna pass nearly 3 cars down that front straightaway, and he's gonna get them all done with. What amazing!
Lee to the inside goes Logan Cloudman is gonna touch in. Pit press sideways. What a save!
Look to the outside as Trunkett goes off. De Jong into second place.
Going for the switchback. Oh, pinpoint driving.
It's howling down to the inside.
I tried this contact though.
Slide left to the racetrack. Chris Renner drives it back down underneath, and he takes that second spot right back. Joker goes to Garrett Lowe.
Garrett Lowe should take victory with all that contact.
He's going to try and make the move around the outside the parabolica. That's not going to work, but he's going to try and get the cut back here. Get the run out the parabolica. That's beautifully done there. Michael Schumacher, there's a little bit of door banging as well.
So after a slight correction, thinking Jamie Walker was going to be the stage 1 winner, it is going to be Taylor the Butcher Benjamin. Points much needed after he was not able to get to the race last week. So the Butcher picking up very important bonus points going into tonight, as is Ty Morosco. Morosco sitting in second spot. Derek Garrison third. Brian McRae fourth. All the way back to fifth spot to get to the... Oh, excuse me. Terry Foster running fifth. Excuse me. And Dalton Kilroe, sixth spot. Jamie Walker in seventh. So a little bit of a mix-up there, but we think we've got it straightened out now. Thank you, Race Control, for keeping us straight. Pace car lights still on. May give us an opportunity to talk to the stage 1 winner, which will be Taylor the Butcher Benjamin. He's just got to cross that line one more time. They do it at the end of the lap. In fact, why don't we go ahead and do that right now? Butcher, this is Chris and Rick up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yes, I do. How you doing, guys?
Well, doing pretty good, bud. In a little bit of a strange turn of events, it looks like you're going to win stage number 1 when you cross the start-finish line right here. That's a pretty good way to start making up for last week.
Yeah, definitely. I was definitely putting myself in a tough position by deciding to go to the Dover race, but basically the situation there with what lap the caution occurred, I had to stay out there to maximize points and get the stage win. I mean, I'm still kind of in a tough spot, and if I don't get a caution within, like, I don't know, a few laps or so, I might have to pit under green, but at least this track is big enough where I won't lose a lap, even if I do have to pit under green. So I think it was worth what I just decided to do.
Yeah, I think track position, very important for you tonight. Keeping that in mind, man. Good luck for the rest of the night for you, Taylor. It's going to be a long road to hoe here tonight in Pocono for you.
Yeah, thanks, Chris and Rick. Hope can put this thing up front when it counts the most.
All right, bud. Good luck for you.
Good luck, bud.
That was the driver of number 10. Your stage 1 winner here tonight, Taylor the Butcher Benjamin.
Yeah, like we said, he needed it, man. I mean, I know that everybody's tires are just, they're gone, and you got to have that track position, go out there, win that stage, get that bonus point, or points, I should say. Like you said, Chris, he's got a long road to haul there, but I think the Butcher's ready for it.
Pace car lights are off. We're coming out of turn 3. That means that Mustang going to take a hard left-hand turn. Rick going to send these trucks back under full speed. And the real question is, how long is the Butcher going to be able to stay out front? Just a few rows back, you've got guys that have come in and taken tires, so this is going to be tough. Yeah, this is going to be tough. Green flag waving. Taylor the Butcher Benjamin hits the loud pedal. Derek Garrison in the 71 trying to make his presence felt. This is just his 3rd race here with the Blazing Pedals guys. Garrison, I have kind of talked him up a little bit, Rick. We know he's a good driver.
And it's hard though when you come into a league that you haven't raced around all these guys. Most of these guys have raced next to each other since early in the winter, and it's hard to come in as a new guy and try to figure out how everybody races and to do what you got to do. But Garrison, man, he's doing one heck of a job, and I think he's going to be a good fit there.
Yeah, absolutely. Meanwhile, Dalton Kilroe lighting this track up. My goodness, he is fast right now, and it looks like he is going for the lead. Ty Morosco right behind him in the 1. They go around the 10 like he is standing still. The 10 trying to just nurse it around the track. trying to hold on to any fuel that he's got. Ty Morosco for the lead, Rick. Wow.
That's
Dalton.
Dalton's out there right now, and he's starting to pull away there. But man, Morosco started here 13th tonight, worked his way all the way up to second position in that number 1 machine.
And it's the Butcher with Bryce Lewis right behind him. Lewis able to throw down the fastest lap of the race so far, way back on lap number 2. Lewis has been in the top 5 most of the night, but Jamie Walker goes down to the inside. Walker trying to march himself back up towards the front, gets around Lewis, gets around the Butcher. Jamie Walker back up to 3rd spot. The Butcher on those old tires starting to head backwards just a little bit, Rick, and he is letting a lot of trucks go by. His best friend right now would be a caution flag, and they are running 3 wide at the end of the front stretch, heading into turn 1. Ooh. Bryce Lewis thinks better of it, lets them all go by. He falls back to 8th position. Derek Paulson in the 6. He's working on Marquis Smith in the 53. Paulson to the inside. The 53 of Smith to the outside. Derek Paulson has been running up front most of this race, trying to get back up there himself. Sixth spot right behind those 2 drivers. The number 3 of Corey Sherman. The Shermanator running solidly in the top 10 with Hank Caston behind him in 5th position. The Shermanator goes down to the inside, trying to take away a spot from Marquis Smith. The 53 hung out on the outside all by himself. Corey Sherman really been turning it on the second half of this series, Rick, and especially here in the last few races, Sherman has been racing very well.
Yeah, he really has, Chris. I mean, one of these times it's going to work out for him. But man, the Shermanator, he's doing one heck of a job out there tonight. He's powered by the Bitcoin.
Up towards the front a little bit. The 88 of Jamie Walker has caught the back bumper of the 1 Ty Morosco. Walker down to the inside, getting ready to swing it into turn 1, and Walker makes quick work out of Ty Morosco for 2nd spot, Rick. The 88 on the move.
Yeah, he's powered by the Do and the Do crew, you know what I'm saying? He's going to go.
Fast lap time has been taken over by the number 24. Back on lap 29, Dalton Kilroe throwing one down, a 53.110. He is moving right now.
He is moving right now, but he has to, Chris, because Jamie Walker, he knows that Walker's right behind him, so he's like, oh, man.
Track temperature has cooled down to 95 degrees. That's certainly going to help these guys get around this track a little bit quicker. Rick, I have it on good authority that you're running with the Racing Career Cure shirt tonight.
Yes, sir.
Rick, you know what happens when you do stuff like that?
No.
You make me have to prove it.
Does my hair look okay? I actually have hair now. So.
Oh, yeah, it looks great. You know.
All right. A little bit of bedhead.
Yes, sir.
Lots of rest today. I'm waiting for lap 50 to take my NyQuil.
I want to go ahead and show everybody Rick is there. He's got the broadcast stuff going on. He's got the JDR trunk lid behind him up on the wall. I love that thing. Eventually, I'm going to buy it from him. He knows it. He won't let me. So we'll try anyway.
I'm just going to keep my eye out for a second one. Now we have a place to hang all that stuff. This could, see, you shouldn't have said anything. There's lots of wall space at the shop.
There really is. And of course, you can find your own Racing for a Cure shirt right over there at trjkarting.com. Make sure to visit Tim Habia and his website, trjkarting.com, for all of your karting needs. And a lot of your sim racing needs for that matter too, Rick.
Yeah, there's a special little tab there for sim racers. Got all the racing gloves and the karting shoes and racing shoes out there. I mean, I can tell you right now, I do have a pair of the Racing for a Cure Autism Speak racing gloves. I have my Alpine racing shoes that are right here down by my desk. And of course, we've already seen all the shirts, man. I mean, he's got some black ones, and I'm waiting for him to tell me when those are in stock too. Because I mean, I love my maroon red one, but I gotta get some black too, because I like the black. With those logos, man, the ones on the sweatshirt, I just love that thing.
Skittles,
Skittles,
we know. We know you do.
Yeah.
We actually had it on screen earlier.
The sweatshirt it's well worth the money. I mean, if you look at the price, I mean, honestly, Tim has really good pricing for everything. I mean, the sweatshirts are under 20 bucks, okay? And now when you think of that, you're like, okay, you're gonna get a cheesy ass sweatshirt, but no. This thing is the perfect. It's not like a heavyweight, but it's like a midweight. It is comfortable. I just love that damn thing, man. You know, I mean, you got pictures. I've already worn it to work. But you know, they're really good pricing. I mean, here I'm gonna do this right now. Get a little bit of time. You guys are having fun here in Pocono. I'm here freezing in Vermont. You go to trjkarting.com. You want to scroll down just a little bit, and then you got apparel and decals and the sim racing stuff right down there towards the bottom. Okay, folks. Now here I am. I'm going to be looking at some stuff here. What did Tim do? He went and moved everything. Got that poster. I got 2 of those stickers. I got that sticker.
Well, while you're watching for what you have and what you don't have, Rick, I'm watching Timer Roscoe trying to get through this group of trucks, and he finally does. 4th spot for Timer Roscoe, and the Shermanator, Corey Sherman, working the inside of Marquis Smith, and he's bringing Hank Caston along. Do want to go ahead and thank everybody for coming out once again. You're watching the Blazing Pedals TRJkarting.com Truck Series right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. We appreciate you taking time out of your busy Sunday night, getting ready for the work week with us right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network.
All right, so I lied a little bit. The sweatshirt's 20 bucks, but it's the best 20 bucks you're ever going to spend. I actually had a little bit of deal. I got mine for $5 off, and it's almost a year old, Chris. And let me tell you, I've worn this thing a lot. I've washed it a lot. The graphics on it have held up very well. It still looks brand new, man. And if you go up to the page and you go to the sweatshirt stuff, you're going to see one review, and it's by yours truly. But man, I got to get more.
Skittles is asking you to post it, Rick. I think we can probably manage that.
You want the review or to the... Let me just do the one right to the hoodies. Bam.
Dalton Kilroe, still your race leader, but the 88 of Jamie Walker starting to close in, Rick. You can start hearing that shark music as Walker really closing the gap down half a second now.
Yeah, I was wondering what that was. I thought I had like maybe Jaws playing or somewhere, like on the back of my computer somewhere. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. I've been stuck in cockpit view for a little bit, having some fun. Sun is back out from beneath them clouds.
It's so cool to see that happen. And track temperature responding in kind, shooting up to 99, now 100 degrees. That cloud coverage was doing a good job for these guys. Now, track's going to change again.
I mean, we talked about this many times in other broadcasts, but that is huge for the drivers too. Even a couple degrees on the track really changes the way that truck feels, the tires feel.
And
that's something now they got to think about.
Perhaps more importantly, Rick, not how they feel, but how long they're going to last you.
Yeah.
Don Kilroe gets a really good rear view mirror full of Mountain Dew. And man, oh man, how cool is that? Derek Paulson sitting in third spot, Rick, and he's actually closing the gap up on first and second as well. So these guys starting to move it on forward.
Yeah, left 40 at 100 right now, and it looks like Walker is definitely caught the back bumper out of the 24.
Man,
look on the inside.
Knows it. Yeah, 24 knows it bad because he kind of scraped the wall a little bit. That may have scrubbed just enough speed. The 88 peeking to the inside. This is for the race lead. Jamie Walker and Dalton Kilroe side by side at the line. And Jamie Walker credited with that lap.
Dalton's right there. He's not done trying to get it back. And it's kind of cool because we actually have live scoring, Chris, so we can sit here and watch our screen. It goes Jamie Walker, Dalton Kilroe, Jamie Walker, Dalton Kilroe, Jamie Walker, Dalton Kilroe.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. And they are side by side setting it up again, man. This is awesome racing for the race lead. Coming out of turn 2, it is the 88, Jamie Walker battling hard. And you see Derek Paulson starting to close in. Paulson has made up a half a second since these guys have been side by side, and it is closing even more. Coming out of turn 3, getting ready for that long straightaway at the line. Who's it gonna be? It could be the 24 this time, so swapping back and forth lap after lap. The 24 and the 88 getting it done. Jamie Walker can't hold on to the side-by-side action anymore. Falls into behind Dalton Kilroe in the 24. Wow. Great racing for the race lead. And as I said, Derek Paulson starting to catch these guys up. He's running in third spot, just 0.7 of a second behind, and really starting to sniff up that draft just a little bit, Rick. He might be able to catch these guys if they stay like this. He'll definitely catch him if they start racing side by side again, though. And I kind of hope they do, man. That was awesome.
That was awesome. I was just going to say that, now, obviously, Paulson can catch up when he gets that draft a little bit. It's going to take a little bit longer, but if the 88 kicks on to the inside, which he's peaking, if he tries to race Dalton Kilroe again, that is going to open up the chance for Paulson to really, really suck up and catch up to those guys. We'll get some blinking from the 88 team.
Important to remember here, the 88 doesn't have to win. He can finish in the top 4, I believe, and still secure his spot.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't matter if you're first in points or last in points. You're out there on track, Chris. I mean, as a driver, it's nice to say, okay, listen, I just got to get a top 5 and I'm going to be good. But everybody, and I mean everybody, wants to carry those checkers at the end of the race.
The 88 came off the corner a little bit hard. He wanted to take a peek to the inside, made a scrub just a little speed there. But the 88 of Jamie Walker hasn't forgotten the battle that he just had with Dalton Kilroe. Wants to do it again. Oh, Paulson goes sideways. Derek Paulson comes out of turn 3, absolutely sideways, holds it together, and loses about a half a second to these guys before gathering it back up behind him. Corey Sherman, Ty Morosco starting to battle. They're side by side heading into turn 1.
And the 88 and the 24 battling on the sides once again.
Side by side action, the 24 and the 88 putting on a hell of a show here tonight. The 88 with a huge head of steam on that inside line. Heading in to the corner. The 88 looks like he's got it this time, coming out of turn 2. And the 24 hangs down on the bottom, Rick. He is looking to do a crossover to the inside, going into turn 3. The 24 of Dalton Kilroe looking to try and take the lead back at the line. Oh my goodness, it continues to battle out here. Side by side action. The 24 can't get there. Goes up to the outside. The 88 came down low. And Jamie Walker credited with that one. Oh, the 18 going 18 around hard. Hard hit from the 18 of Bryce Lewis. We go back. Bryce Lewis suffering a huge hit coming out of turn number 3. And that truck just gets loose, Rick. He tries to gather it back up, can't do it, hits the inside retaining wall, and the 18 is hurt.
That's quite unfortunate because Bryce Lewis have been having a great race here tonight.
Unbelievable.
Yeah. And it's kind of weird there because you can see that part of the track is under shade. So, I mean, we talked about this, Chris. I mean, when the sun's out, that track is slick. And right where he spun, it was in full sun. So the track a little bit warmer. The tires are worn. That's just unfortunate there for Mr. Lewis.
All part of the plan from the race admins, doing a mostly cloudy thing here, trying to get that track to change a little bit throughout the race. And they have certainly stumbled on it. Right now, track temperature 104 degrees. Man, has it jumped up with the sun out.
Big time.
Of course, now it looks like we're going back under the shade just a little. A lot of clouds out there.
Yeah, and you hit the nail on the head, Chris. I mean, that was something that the admins planned. I mean, you know, it's kind of nice when you sit there and you look at the track, go, okay, it's going to be 60 degrees because it's cold up here in the Northeast. Down in Pennsylvania, you know, it's not too warm. So you're like, oh, okay, it's going to be an easy race. Well, why do you want to make it easier for drivers? Easy races is boring. When you have that track temperature fluctuating up and down, you got the sun coming out, the track, you know, under full sun, then all of a sudden, boom, for 20 laps, it's, you know, in the shade, the track starts cooling down, then it gets warm again. That just adds a little surprise element to the race. And I think that's kind of cool.
Really kind of needed this break. These guys had me so excited. The old heart was starting to go. Give it a little minute to settle back down. And just around the corner again, Rick, from another stage. And look at this. Pied Piper is bringing them all down. Well, not all. Interestingly enough, a few are staying out. Jamie Walker leads them down pit road. Good bunch of the trucks out there. The 71 of Derek Garrison staying out along with Terry Foster. Garrison goes around the pace of the car.
I was waiting to see if the Butcher was going to come down because you know that he'd been wanting to come down.
Oh yeah, for a long time. This is just what he ordered. I think that one went on a little bit longer than he wanted, though, Rick. That might, you know.
Yeah. But, you know, it's almost like a lot of people have noticed too what happened to the Butcher during the first stage. You know, the caution came out right before the stage ended, just like it did now. So it's a little deja vu. Don't want to try to stay out there because the guys that do plan to come down, I mean, you're under pace lap. So, I mean, if you can do a full green flag pit stop here without going down a lap, now you don't want to waste that time under pace. If everyone's coming down, you're going to come down and get tires. Just get it done. You know, the stage is going to come out and then you guys are going to go back and you don't want to have to sit there and wait for another caution to come out to try to get forward Dr. Goodyear's. Dr. Peel Goods. I wish I was feeling good right now. Getting there. Got to thank my lovely wife and kids tonight for bringing home the cold, NyQuil and DayQuil and coldies, goodies, headache powders.
Oh my, things they are changing.
Now, Terry, I know that you're not in the first position, but I just gotta say that truck looks good leading the field, buddy.
I'm going to take another quick break, Rick. Going to go side by side so we don't miss a second here at Pocono. Back live here on the Turn 3 Racing Network, getting ready to go back under the green flag for what could be the coolest restart of the night, Rick. This is going to be a one-lap shootout. Oh my goodness. For the winner of stage number 2. Top 3 drivers have changed just a little bit. It's Dalton Kilroe, Derek Paulson, and Jamie Walker in the top 3. Hank Caston 4th. Marquis Smith rounds out that top 5 with Ty Morosco to Marquis outside. This is going to be good.
Uh-huh. Definitely going to be good, man. This is, what more can you ask for? They're not going to end under the caution. They're just going to go. Everyone's got some fresh tires.
This is going to be good. Even Sam's out there. He's like, yeah, this is going to be good. He's texting me and chat. He's texting chat out in Turn 3 Racing Network land. This is going to be good. He knows it. I know it. Rick knows it. It's almost a go or blow situation for some of these drivers out here. Base car takes a hard left-hand turn. Dalton Kilroe takes control of the field. He hits the loud pedal, and we are off and running. One lap shootout to decide who's going to win stage number 2. Dalton Kilroe trying to pull everything he can out of the hat, and Jamie Walker trying to take over second spot from Paulson heading into turn 1. He does. 88 of Jamie Walker trying to battle up towards the front. Would love to win stage number 2. Almost needed out of the 88. Dalton Kilroe trying to defend against it, though. Ty Morosco looking to the inside of Hank Caston just a little further back. So the 1 trying to get there. Big blink out of Dalton Kilroe. And Jamie Walker again with a big blink. Going into turn 3. It's the 24 of Kilroe. The 88 of Walker. Walker trying to figure out if he can get there. Has a blink. Trying to work the outside. Jamie Walker and Dalton Kilroe at the line. Too close to call. waiting for scoring. It looks like Dalton Kilrow, winner of stage number 2. Holy cow.
Wow, wow, wow.
Just huge right there. Wow. The 24 getting it done. The 88 was there. Honest to God, too close to call. Had to wait. And man, oh man. Thank God for our scoring technology. Look at the lead at the end of that stage, Rick. 0.025.
That is crazy.
Well, Dalton Kilrow, he's led 37 laps of the event tonight, by far more than anybody else. His best lap of 53.110, back on lap number 29. And like I said, that Chevy had just a whisker of a lead at the drop of the caution flag. Holy cow, congratulations to Dalton Kilrow.
And that was just the end stage number 2, Chris. This is gonna get real good.
Oh man, unbelievably good right now. Love it. Absolutely love it. Well, we are back under caution for that stage 2 win. Let's go ahead and talk to the number 24 right now after freshly winning that stage 2, and I bet you he didn't even know it at first. Dalton Kilrow, driver of the number 24. Chris and Rick up in the booth. Do you have a copy?
10-4.
Well, bud, congratulations on winning stage 2. Did you know you had it, or did you have to look at the black box?
Oh, I was looking at the black box the entire time. The second I saw Jamie get clear of Paulson, I was like, oh, dear God, he's going to send it. He's going to send it. And I was just trying to make sure I didn't do anything stupid if he did. Which, it was pretty close coming to the line there. I'm surprised he didn't get me.
Oh, very, very close. 0.02 of a second, man.
Whew.
So, listen, the 24, you've led a lot of laps here tonight. You're looking good. Unfortunately, your paint scheme's not coming through, but still, we know what you're driving underneath that thing. Turn 3 Racing Network power in that Chevy Silverado. What are your feelings for the rest of this race?
Well, I know in standard Dalton fashion, I'm okay on the short run, but long run, Jamie's got me. He especially in the middle of that stage there, he was I think 2.5 back, and he just started slowly chipping away lap after lap, and yeah, he just, as you guys probably saw, he caught up and we were battling hard, and it was everything I could really even keep him back. So I gotta play some strategy if I want to beat him. But hoping whatever happens, I'll at least be able to finish and lock myself into the Final Four and race for the championship.
Well, that's the big thing for tonight, right? To lock into that top 4, and right now you're doing everything possible to do it. And yes, we did see that battle between you and Jamie. That was incredible for a few laps there. You guys side by side like that. You got any sweat going on in those hands yet?
If I say my hand looks like I jumped out of a swimming pool, would you believe me?
I do. I absolutely
Listen,
do.
to build your confidence though, bud, you know, it's been a tight battle for the last few laps. You guys have been going back and forth. You've been drag racing down through. I mean, that finish to end stage number 2 was just amazing, man. But you came out on top, so just remember, you can do it. Just go out there, do your thing, man. We're proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
And good luck the rest of the way. Dalton Kilrow, driver of the number 24, getting it done. Stage 2 winner here tonight. And man, that was incredible to watch. That was a lot of fun. As Dalton, what channel were you in on, bud? I've got to get you dialed back in. I forget.
Long Shot Motorsports.
Long Shot Motorsports. It's one of those. Got lost. I don't see it, Rick. You do it.
We'll just put him there for now. I was trying to figure it out too, because I was like, where did Dalton come from? He was close. Oh, okay. You know what it is? It's because no, he's in the right room. He's good.
Okay.
I think.
I don't know.
Either way, he's there.
He's in a room. Was talking to himself. And after that stage 2 win, man, who can blame him? Unbelievable. Let's take a peek one more time at the point standings coming into tonight, because it is tight. Derek Paulson came in as the points leader. Hank Kasten, second position. Right now, Hank running in fourth position with Paulson out there running in the third position. Dalton Kilroe, we know he's the race leader. He was third in points coming into tonight with Jamie Walker right behind him. Second on the track, fourth in points. Those guys were safe coming into tonight, but that doesn't mean anything. Fifth place in points. Ty Morosco running fifth on track right now. Ashton Slice having a fair bit of trouble not being scored on the track right now. Ian Habiuk still on pit road after a devastating hit to the inside retaining wall. And Taylor the Butcher Benjamin actually won stage number 1. Right now, the Butcher running in 7th spot. That's kind of a breakdown of the points as they came into tonight, with the pace car lights still on here after the caution for stage number 2 coming out. Dalton Kilroe doing a great job, man. A hell of a battle at the line. 0.02 seconds. My goodness.
It was just amazing, and you can hear it in his voice. You know, he kind of doubted himself. He's like, well, you know, and we know that Kilroe's really good with short stints, okay? Now, we know Walker, the longer the race goes, the more he comes out, but Dalton was holding his own there, and, you know, that's what I had to tell him, you know, just listen. Relax. You can do it. You got to build that confidence, man, because you guys, it was just amazing the last few laps, Chris, that was going on before the caution even came out. I mean, these guys are swapping back and forth, left and right, having a good old time out there. I mean, Paulson was starting to catch up. They were just doing their thing, man, and then that finish to end the stage number 2. Holy cow.
What a way to start the week off right here with the Blazing Pedals, TRJKarting.com Truck Series. I swear, these guys are getting set to make me lose my voice here on a Sunday night, Rick. I don't know how they do it. Week in, week out. Fabulous racing. Great guys. Love being out here on a Sunday night.
I mean, it's going to be interesting next week, too, because we got the week off, Chris, so what are we going to do? I mean, this is how we normally start our week. I mean, you know, everyone's probably like, well, listen, it's still Saturday. Well, you know, Chris and I were gearing up for Monday, getting ready to get to work, get some stuff done. And this is a way that we just love to set it off. It's a good time, you know. And tomorrow we got the National Speed Association, Wednesday, Racing for a Cause, and we have a weekend off. I'm really excited. I'm going to be following the Facebook page and Discord to find out what these guys are voting for, man. So I'm excited.
Just remember, Wednesday night, Racing for a Cause, right here on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Not only will we be celebrating Racing for a Cause and everything they do on track, but we'll also be celebrating somebody's birthday.
Yeah, some young gentleman. I can't, you know, it's going to be a good time.
It's Rick.
I'll
put it out there.
I'm feeling better. I'm really hoping that I'm feeling better. I hope this cold goes as quick as the last one that we had. I've been pumping the elderberry. I got Dayquil. I got Coldies, little lozenges, man. I'm doing what I can. I even drank some Lysol today.
Don't try that at home, kids.
Well, it does say that it kills 99.9% of everything out there, including the cold and flu virus, so...
Pace car takes a hard left-hand turn. The 24 pushes that button down hard, and we are back under the green flag right here in Pocono.
Oh. And that's scary for Paulson and Hank Kasten right there with the 88 blinking. That connection's gonna... There we go. It's stabilized.
Stabilized it did.
Look at Hank Kasten moving into third position.
Yeah, Kasten doing a great job, Rick, and as these trucks are still getting up to speed, I think it's time to do something we haven't done all night. We're going to crank it up. Man, oh man, the sound of these trucks on a Sunday night can't get any better than that. Blazing Pedals, TRJKarting.com Truck Series, showing all of the action here tonight on the Turn 3 Racing Network. Rick, this has been a hell of a race, and Dalton Kilroe has been leading the way for most of it. 46 laps led out of the 24 machine with Jamie Walker right behind him. He's been able to lead 5. Walker pushing hard, but holding on to only second spot right now.
I mean, number one, crank it up, dude. It's one of my favorite things. Quite honestly, I mean, you and I already talked about it, so I'm in the, if anybody's out there, I got this patent, by the way. I'm going to make a white noise machine with nothing but iRacing cars, trucks, you name it, dirt cars going around on a track with no other noise. Just that, man, because it is so soothing and relaxing. I think I'm going to be a billionaire.
A lot of cool sights and sounds during that crank it up. One of the things I noticed, Rick, these guys going so fast, one of the cameras actually flipped upside down. That's something to watch out for in future events. Gonna have to secure those cameras just a little bit better.
You know, these guys, they're putting on a heck of a show, man. Somebody got a little close, flipped it around. It's all good. I mean, we got cones up in the fence. Pocono's just going to the dogs, man.
Well, let's be honest. The cones of the fence are breaking points, but yeah, okay.
Breaking points? What are those? This is a TRJ Karting Truck Series right now. Heck with Gander Mountain.
Well, let's go through the field. Dalton Kilroe, your race leader, with Jamie Walker in second spot in that number 88. Derek Paulson in the 6th, running in third spot. Go back a little ways, you find Hank Caston running in 4th in his number 5. Marquis Smith with a nice little run here tonight, running in 5th spot in his 53. Back in the 6th spot, you can find Ty Morosco with Corey Sherman in the 3, right behind him in 7th spot. In 8th position right now, the number 10, Taylor the Butcher Benjamin, who has led some laps earlier on. Won stage number 1, trying to figure out a way to get back up front. Derek Garrison in the 71. He's running in 9th position, and rounding out the top 10 tonight, Brian McRae in the number 35. Terry Foster running his 86 machine in 11th spot with Jacob Sayers and Nick Okie right behind him. Okie having a quiet night here tonight in the 9 truck. Bryce Lewis, Ashton Slice, Ian Habiak, all off track, all at a server here tonight. They have all wrapped it up, and it's a real shame for Ashton Slice, Ian Habiak, 2 of the drivers in the top 8 coming in tonight, not able to finish the race, won't be advancing. Up front, it is Dalton Kilroe being followed by Jamie Walker, Derek Polson. These 3 drivers locked into a pretty good battle all night long. Polson has been sitting in 3rd, kind of just watching it all happen. The 24 tries to move down, tries to hold on to that lead, and does. He opened up the outside door for the 88 and not able to take advantage. And it looks like we're getting set for more action from the 88 and the 24. Jamie Walker moves down to the inside. The 24, again, battling back on the outside through turn 3. The 88 with a pretty good advantage out of turn number 3 at the line. It's the 24 of Dalton Kilroe. So here we go again, Rick.
Yeah, I mean, these guys have been racing. It's been having so much. They're just having a blast out there. But, man, look at Paulson.
Yeah, Paulson really climbing into that number 6 truck now, working the inside as Jamie Walker takes over the lead from Dalton Kilroe. Walker, your new race leader. Kilroe finds himself trying to hold on to second. Paulson was looking hard on the inside, not able to get there, falls back in line. Paulson again taking a peek down to the inside, and his number 6, the 24, under attack going into turn 3. The 6 letting it float in. side by side, coming out of turn number 3. It's the 24 and the 6 for second spot. The 24 has him by a little bit at the line. It is Dalton Kilroe finding himself fighting once again on the outside, this time with Derek Paulson.
Poor Dalton, he's got his hands full right now.
The 24 on the outside can't quite hold on. The 6 of Derek Paulson being scored in second spot. The 24 now battling back through the stretch between 1 and 2. Dalton Kilroe settles into third spot. Derek Paulson takes away second. Tricky turn number 3, the flattest of them all here in Pocono. It's these guys onto that long front stretch. You see the 88 diving down towards the inside of the track, doing that on purpose, trying to break any kind of draft that these drivers might have. So Jamie Walker up front. Walker's led 7 laps now compared to Dalton Kilroe's 51 laps led here tonight, Rick. Over half the race he led.
Yeah, I'm not giving up on him yet. We got 34 laps left to go. I think Kilroe might be able to get back up. I mean, he's got to wait to try to catch up there to Paulson, but once that happens...
Well, we know one thing. We know he's got another set of tires waiting in the wings. So the 24 not done yet. Everybody will have to come down pit road one more time. The question's going to be, will it be under green or will it be under a caution? The 39 coming down off from pit road right now. That's Jacob Sayers actually coming on pit road. As he hits his pit box. Jamie Walker trying to break that draft once again. The tricky triangle. Pocono putting on a hell of a show here for us tonight. But right now, trucks are starting to spread out as all those different strategies starting to culminate into a race. A lot of this track under clouds right now. Track temperature is down to 98 degrees from its high of 104. Say that, but during practice, Rick, it was 111. Derek Paulson starting to put a little bit of a gap between himself and Kilroe. Jamie Walker up front, pretty comfortably in that lead, but definitely has some connectivity issues here tonight. The 88 doing a lot of blinking. That said, 1 second lead back to Derek Paulson. Then it's Kilroe. Marquis Smith picking up 4th spot in his number 53. A nice return. Hank Caston in the 5, running in 5th spot. Corey Sherman in the 3, running 6th. And the Butcher has made his way to 7th spot. Corey Sherman looking to battle out with Hank Caston right now. Sherman to the inside. Caston kind of moves way up on the track, lets him go. So Corey Sherman takes over 5th spot from Hank Caston.
I mean, this is going to be real interesting coming into this race, Chris, to try to find out where these guys are going to be sitting there for the championship race. They're all digging hard right now. Right outside there, Hank Caston, like we said, when he's running in 6th, he's got the Butcher right behind him in 7th position. Derek Garrison sitting in 8th. Ty Morosco in that one machine sitting in 9th, riding out that top 10 to 35. Back under that Dr. Squatch paint. He's actually heading down pit road. I don't know if I should say that or not, because it might be a little strategy going on, but Brian McRae sitting in 10th, Terry Foster 11th, Nick Okie in 12th in the 9 truck.
We saw Jacob Sayers coming down pit road. He has decided to call it a night. So 12 trucks on the track right now. Brian McRae on pit road being scored in last place. Derek Paulson, Rick, is also on pit road in his number 6. So he gave up a good running spot of second to come down pit road with teammate Brian McRae in the number 35. Interesting strategy going on right now with less than 30 laps to go here at Pocono. Still well over 65 miles though. Paulson being trapped a lap down, Rick, as he's been on pit road for a very, very long 1 minute 10 seconds. Something must have happened to Paulson. Perhaps a speeding on pit road penalty. And that is devastating. In the 35, that's Brian McRae. He's on fresh tires just ahead of the race leader right now. Deja vu coming on for Jamie Walker after last week. Doesn't want anything to do with a slower driver right now. And that's just fine with Brian McRae on those fresh tires. He is starting to pull away already. Tires making such a huge difference here. So not sure entirely what happened to Paulson, although I do believe it must have been a speeding on pit road penalty. Derek Paulson running 12th position in that number 6 after giving up second to come down pit road with his teammate Brian McRae.
That's huge.
Well, thinking about points, that is huge. Oh, actually, being corrected here. We didn't see it, but Paulson actually spun out of turn 3 coming down pit road, and that is what took so long. You had to gather it back up, Rick. Oh, that's not good.
He's got a little damage there to the right side front there, Chris. I just noticed. That is unfortunate there for Paulson tonight.
Taking a look at that damage, and absolutely right side fender crushed in and torn up. Jamie Walker, your race leader. He's being followed by Dalton Kilroe. The gap, 2.4 seconds right now back to second spot. Dalton Kilroe, Marquis Smith moves up to third spot. Hank Caston and Corey Sherman fighting for fourth. Right now, Corey Sherman has him by a nose in the 3. He is to the inside, and he's trying to get there. But look at this. 4-truck battle, 4 position. And it is a battle for 4 spot. Taylor the Butcher Benjamin being hung out on the outside. The 24, Dalton Kilroe giving up track position, coming on pit road. Kilroe coming down for that set of tires with 26 laps to go. It is starting to shape up now. Still a pretty good battle going on here for third spot now. Hank Caston in the 5 has it. Right behind him, Corey Sherman, Derek Garrison, and Taylor the Butcher Benjamin.
It's going to be real interesting, Chris. A couple guys coming down pit road to get fresh tires. Guys that hung on to that extra set. One of them right there, the 24, Dalton Kilroe back out on track, starting, coming back out in 9th position. Definitely got some work to do.
Rick just in, the 88 peels it off from the track. He is coming down pit road, giving the lead to Marquis Smith. So Jamie Walker not able to complete this race. So he's coming down pit road for service. Marquis Smith going to be credited with 1 lap led so far in the 53, hanging it out there. Hank Caston moves up to second spot. Derek Garrison third. Corey Sherman, Terry Foster rounding out the top 5. Once some of these trucks have been out there for a couple of laps, we'll take a look and see just the difference between old tires versus new as Marquis Smith brings it on down pit road, and that is going to open it up for Hank Caston to lead a lap. So the 5 truck of Hank Caston gets a lap led credited to him, and the 1 of Ty Morosco goes around. So Ty Morosco, actually he's already been on pit road. He's got those fresh tires. Ty sitting in 11th spot, but kind of showing off the difference between new versus old tires right there. Right now, it is a battle for first spot between the 5 of Hank Caston and the 71 of Derek Garrison.
And the huge thing is, Chris, when Jamie Walker came down pit road, came out in front of Dalton Kilroy, but Dalton was coming around. Of course, now Dalton went in a little earlier to get that fresh set, so he was able to get around the 88. So these guys battling it out once again here for 5th position.
Derek Garrison takes the lead. So Garrison now credited with a lap led. 13 different lead changes going on here tonight so far.
Right now, Kilroy's hanging on to that top position, though, with 51 laps led. Walker 15, the Butcher Benjamin 5, Paulson 3, Smith and Caston each 1, along with Garrison now.
So 7 drivers making up those 13 different lead changes. And the 71 has caught the back bumper of the 86 Terry Foster. Foster, I believe, has come down pit road. And he was able to stay out in front of the leaders, so good job by Terry. And I was saying I was going to tell you guys the difference between old and new tires. It's about 3 seconds a lap. That's a huge differential. Derek Garrison, your race leader right now. He's led a couple. And barring a caution flag, he's going to end up having to give up that race lead. So the 71 of Derek Garrison continues out on track. Corey Sherman in second spot, and Jamie Walker just took over third. So Walker, with those fresh tires, getting around this track very, very quickly, Rick. But a huge gap between second and third spot, 23 seconds. The guys out front definitely looking for a caution to try and equalize these tires, but I don't know if they're going to see it. Trucks right now spread out pretty decently. Dalton Kilroy sitting in 4th spot. Marquis Smith in 5th. Taylor the Butcher Benjamin running in 6th spot. Brian McRae in 7th. Hank Caston 8th. Ty Morosco 9th. Terry Foster rounding out the top 10 in 10th position. Nick Okie being scored 1 lap down. And Derek Polson in 12th position being scored 4 laps down right now. Jacob Sayers, Bryce Lewis, Ashton Slice, and Ian Habiak will not finish tonight's race and have loaded them into the hauler.
That's huge. That's really unfortunate for Ian out there. Ashton, Bryce, Sayers. But really for Ashton and Ian, because they were kind of still looking towards it, but
Yeah, they came in the top 8 in points, and unfortunately will not be able to continue with 20 laps to go here. Jamie Walker has got himself in position to potentially win this one. On this from, Garrison coming down pit road right now. That's going to give up the lead. So Derek Garrison stayed out as long as he could, led 4 laps. And the 88 is going to come out of turn number 3 onto the front stretch. Jamie Walker should be scored as the race leader. And just now takes that position away from Derek Garrison. Garrison on pit road. Stretched it out as long as he could, Rick, but couldn't get that caution. So now it's Walker, Kilroe, Smith, top 3. Taylor the Butcher Benjamin has moved himself into 4th spot. So the Butcher trying to get up as far as he can, get as many points as he can. So Jamie Walker, your race leader, has a very solid lead. .4 seconds over Dalton Kilroe. Marquis Smith about 3 seconds behind Kilroe, running in 3rd spot. The Butcher 3 seconds behind Smith in 4th spot. Hank Caston in the 5, about 8 seconds behind the Butcher. He's got Brian McRae and Corey Sherman right behind him. Stay tuned through the end of the race interviews after tonight's race. We are going to find out, hopefully, without putting too much pressure on race control, who the top 4 drivers in points are, who are the guys that are going to be going to the finale. And that would be really cool.
Very cool.
One thing we know right now, Jamie Walker has the lead. 2.6 seconds is the gap back to Dalton Kilroe. And Walker starting to try and open it up just a little bit more. Marquis Smith having a fine night in his number 53 tonight. Coming back. Oh, just tapping the wall a little bit. Little commentator curse. Nothing big.
Yeah, it wasn't me this time, folks.
But running in 3rd spot right now. Good comeback for him. And the Butcher running in 4th. He's doing everything he can tonight to try and get himself into the chase. But I don't know that it's going to be enough, Rick. He had the biggest hill to climb. Certainly Ian Habiuk, who was just ahead of him, not finishing going to help. Ashton Slice, who was ahead of him, not going to finish tonight, going to help. But I don't know if it's going to be enough.
Yeah, it's going to get real interesting to see. I mean, the Butcher, he's been not having the season that he needed, you know. I mean, he tried. He was the bridesmaid quite a few times there, just never the bride. But we'll see. Right now, sitting in 4th. Huge. You never know. A lot can still happen with 15 laps left to go, though.
15 laps and huge 2.5 mile track that is Pocono. And you're absolutely right. This is why we race the race.
For like a business trip or anything like that, on my bucket list is the Tricky Triangle. Just, want to throw that out there. Daytona 500, Talladega, Bristol Night Race, Pocono. Anything but New Hampshire.
I thought you loved New Hampshire, right?
Yeah, Watkins Glen, our home track. Go Glenn.
Well, after tonight, it's going to be one more race with the Blazing Pedals TRJ Truck Series. It's going to be 2 weeks from tonight for the championship race. And the question's still out there, where is it going to be? These guys put that to a vote. They strip away only a few tracks from their choices that they get to vote on. Any super speedways, any road courses, they go in the garbage can. Not going to be part of that last race to the chase. All the other tracks get put up for a vote, and it's going to be it'll be a surprise. It'll be a surprise to us. It'll be a surprise to you guys in 2 weeks from tonight when we put on the finale for the TRJkarting.com Season 2 Truck Series. Man, that's going to be good.
Oh, it's going to be awesome, man. And I mean, I'm going to be keeping tabs on both the Facebook page and Discord for sure. I want to see where the running, I want to know. ASAP.
Does Dalton Kilroe have enough to try and catch Jamie Walker? The time differential on track, 3 seconds. Make it 2.9. The 24. Having a series of unfortunate events this season with a lot of blown motors, but somehow, some way finds himself absolutely in the midst of this chase. Skittles, you're right. Terry Foster with a nice run right now, running top 10. 9th spot for the 86 machine. That's huge. Good job from Terry Foster.
I'm really excited about that championship race when we get Mr. Foster up here, that's for sure.
Third spot, Marquis Smith slipping a little bit behind where he was. He's almost 5 seconds behind Kilroe. So Marquis still holding on to third, but that is allowing the Butcher to try and catch him, Rick, and 2.8 seconds with well over 20 miles, 25 miles even to go. The Butcher trying to catch him for third spot. This kid right here always impresses me. I really like his style. Derek Garrison in the 71 right now, running in 5th spot. He's had kind of an up and down night, but he was able to lead 5 laps earlier on. So good job out of that 71 machine. Of course, that number a little near and dear to my heart. That's the number that I normally run in any kind of league situation. So, could be part of the number. It could be partly that I just like Derek. He's a good kid. Up front, though, it's the 88. And he's doing what he's been doing for a good portion of the season, Rick. He is dominating the performance out there towards the end of the race. Not going to be able to touch Kilroe for laps led, but may have it in the bag for that last lap. The most important one, the 88, has definitely got himself a lead. 3.5 seconds now to Dalton Kilroe in 2nd spot.
That's a big gap there. So, I mean, Jamie's really going to have to do something crazy, smacking the wall, spinning. And that's just not something that we see out of him. So,
yeah, not typically. And the other more worrisome part is, he hasn't had the best connection tonight, although it seems fine right now. I haven't seen him blink in a little while, but that is definitely something on the back of my mind as the 88 has had a pretty good performance here and would hate to see it go out the window because of connectivity issues. The Butcher continuing to try and make ground up on Marquis Smith. Well, less than 10 laps to go for the 88. Make it 8 as he crosses the line. And this one drawing into a finish here. An exciting conclusion to the normal race schedule. And this has been such a fun season, Rick. It really has.
You know, and it went by really quick, Chris. I mean, this is something that I noticed ever since, I mean, when we started a league, you know, we were talking how long we wanted the seasons, and, you know, it always felt like it was so long. And then we started broadcasting. It was the same thing, man. And honestly, it feels like it hasn't really been that long here. Blazing Pedal series has been going on for quite a while, and it's been very interesting all season long. I've enjoyed my time, and it's hard to believe that, you know, we're 8 laps away from the last race of the season, and then we go to the championship race 2 weeks, and it's like, where did the time go?
Jamie Walker, Dalton Kilroe, Marquis Smith, your top 3 here tonight.
Get the Butcher Benjamin, Derek Garrison, Corey Sherman, Hank Caston, Brian McRae, Ty Morosco. Good old Mr. Foster out there doing his thing. Nick Okie, Derek Paulson. That's another heartbreaker here tonight. There's been a couple of them here in Pocono.
Yeah, it certainly has been. Last place finisher tonight, Ian Habia, having a couple of strings of bad luck there where he first had a black flag that he had to come in and serve, and then coming out of turn 3 finds himself into the inside wall, making that motor go pop. Six laps to go for the 88 machine. Jamie Walker.
Got a little wiggle there out of the 24, Kilroe.
Yeah, Dalton Kilroe has kind of pushed that truck to every inch that he's been able to on this track tonight, and looks like he's probably going to end up finishing in second spot as the gap up to the leader has grown by a little bit there. It's 5.75 seconds. But Kilroe doing what he needed to do tonight in order to try and secure himself a top 4 spot and a bid at the championship. And you know what, Skittles? It's okay if you're a little behind. I feel that way just about every day.
That's normal for us.
Garrett Garrison in the 71 starting to catch the back bumper of the 10 with 5 laps to go. So 71 finding some late race speed. Garrison really is reeling in the 10 of the Butcher. The Butcher can ill afford to lose another spot on track. Needs all the points he can here tonight. Corey Sherman running in 6th position. Hank Caston in 7th. Hank having a fine season. Competition director, the number 35, Brian McRae, running in 8th position tonight. There's Ty Morosco in the 1, running in 9th, and Terry Foster rounds out that top 10. Another good run out of Terry Foster in the late stages of this season. Man, he's been impressive the last few races. Nick Okie out there running in 11th spot. Derek Paulson 4 laps down, but running in 12th position. Jacob Sayers, Bryce Lewis, Ashton Slice, Ian Habiuk not finishing this race. 13th through 16th. And the 88 going through turn number 2 right now. Heading into our favorite, turn 3.
He's just got all these turns figured out, Chris. You look at that 88 truck. It looks like he's on rails. Just goes through nice and smooth.
Turn 3 has been so treacherous for so many drivers here tonight, but Walker, who just had a huge blink again, as you say, Rick, has them figured out so well here tonight. Track temperature down to 92 degrees, a great way to finish this one, as clouds have definitely moved in over a good portion of the track. With 2 laps to go, Walker getting set to punch his ticket into the final race of the season as a chase contender. When he crosses the start-finish line this time by, he's going to have the white flag waving in the air, Rick. 2.5 miles to go for the driver of the number 88, Jamie Walker, looking to try and win one here in Pocono. Heading into turn number 1. The 88 keeps it nice and smooth. Don't change a thing. Drive it how you've been driving it, right?
Exactly. Just hit those marks, do what you got to do. I mean, it was kind of funny too, because we talked to him with Terry on the grid walk today, and you know, he almost sounded like he wasn't excited about the track at all. You know, he's just like, you know, I'm just gonna go out there, I'm gonna do my thing. Now, let me tell you, he's done his thing here tonight. That's leading 34. It's gonna be 34 laps at the start-finish line.
Coming out of turn number 3, getting onto the front stretch one last time for the 88. Looking to win and punch his ticket to the championship race. Jamie Walker on the front stretch, getting ready to go by the start-finish line and receives the checkered flag. Dalton Kilroe crossing the start-finish line in second spot, and Marquis Smith finishing third. Taylor the Butcher Benjamin holding on to fourth, and Derek Garrison rounding out the top 5. 250 miles complete, the number 88 of Jamie Walker. Gonna win tonight's race. He punches his ticket. He is ready to go. 2 weeks from tonight, the championship race. Now, series owner, lead admin, Mark Arthur, has got to get busy. We want to figure out who the top 4 are going to be. We know Paulson. We know the 88 of Walker. After that, it's a little bit of a crapshoot. Pretty sure Dalton Kilroe is going to go. Not sure who that 4th driver is going to be. Congratulations to the top 3 finishers once again here tonight. Jamie Walker, Dalton Kilroe, and Marquis Smith. Great racing here tonight, man. It was a lot of fun. The 88 and the 24 providing a lot of exciting action here tonight. We're going to take a quick moment, step away, let Jamie have his moment. Probably throw out the old Polish victory lap if I know Jamie well enough. I believe he's getting set to turn it around right now. And we're going to step away, get this thing rolling and ready for those post-race interviews, guys. We're going to be right back.
And he hits him again now. Rayon Fowler into the outside wall.
He's gonna pass nearly 3 cars down that front straightaway, and he's gonna get them all done with. What amazing!
Lee to the inside goes Logan Cloudman is gonna touch in. Pit press sideways. What a save!
Look to the outside as Cronkite goes off. De Jong into second place.
Going for the switchback. Oh, pinpoint driving.
It's howling down to the inside.
I tried. There's contact though.
Slide left of the racetrack. Chris Benner drives it back down underneath, and he takes that second spot right back. Joker goes to Garrett Lowe.
Garrett Lowe should take victory with all that contact. He's going to try and make the move around the outside the parabolica. That's not going to work, but he's going to try and get the cutback here. Get the run out the parabolica. That's beautifully done there. Michael Schubert, there's a little bit of door banging as well.
And we are back live right here from Pocono. We just witnessed 250 miles of very exciting action. It's been the Blazing Pedals TRJkarting.com truck series. And after that 250 miles, we've got our top three ready to talk to them. Let's get the third place finisher, driver of number 3. It's Marquise Smith. Marquise, Chris, and Rick up in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Well, man, it's been a while since we've seen you out on track. Then, boom, here you are, third spot.
Yeah.
What is going on, bud?
Not a lot. I was talking with Sam Baumgarten, and he said he had a spot open in a truck, so I figured why not? I'd hop in, and finished way better than I was expecting to. So
it's pretty amazing, right? You come out here, these guys so good, and you join in the race. I'm looking and I see your name at the beginning in practice. I'm like, really? Okay, well, okay. We go with that. And then to pull out a third place finish, man, that's a good night for you.
Oh yeah, it's great. I was pretty surprised myself, but once I realized the gap I had, I was just kind of trying to maintain, and I did lose focus for a little bit. You guys saw me get the wall a little bit off 3 that one lap.
Yeah, and even with that damage, still able to motivate that 53. You know, the Chevy power was strong tonight.
Oh yeah, Chevy bow tie is strong and always will be.
All right. Well, we'll go with that. Anybody on the 53 that you need to thank tonight, bud?
I would like to thank Brutal Business Entertainment and especially TRJ Karting for sponsoring the series and giving us the opportunity to come out here and race like we do.
It's been a lot of fun, man. Congratulations coming out of nowhere, really, literally coming out of nowhere, taking home a third spot tonight.
Thank you.
All right. That's the driver of the number 53. That's Marquise Smith. And, man, what a hell of a finish coming out of here cold and finishing third spot. In second place tonight, we talked to him a little earlier on after winning stage number 2 and ending up finishing second spot tonight. A great run out of the 24 tonight. It's Dalton Kilroe. Dalton, Chris, and Rick up in the booth. Do you have a copy?
10-4.
Well, but a second place finish. I'm pretty sure you're going to be safe heading into the race 2 weeks from tonight, but we're going to figure that out here. A second place finish, not bad. Was it pit strategy that kind of kept you away from Jamie Walker, or did he just start pulling it on all of a sudden?
Well, I knew ever since the start of the race that Jamie was going to be fast. In practice, I think he had top time or one of the top times and just was consistently going to be faster. So I knew I had to try and play the strategy like I mentioned earlier, and he had his eyes just glued to whatever I did, and he knew that once he was able to get clear of me with fresher tires, it was game over. I was just hoping somehow the almighty Jamie Walker would mess up all by himself for the first time in any of his league races with us, but it obviously didn't happen, and Jamie's just so good of a driver. I kind of had to settle.
Well, settle. Second spot isn't really settling, but it's a good finish, and like I said, I believe that's going to make you safe going into the race 2 weeks from tonight. Anybody on the 24 team that you need to thank?
Well, obviously the big guys at TRJ Karting, Tim, and without him, this league wouldn't be what it is, and being in this championship 4, or hopefully being in this championship 4, wouldn't mean nearly as much. I know the aggression from some of the guys in the league wouldn't be what it is, but just the racing is so much more intense by them doing what they do for us, and they're just, we are going to be eternally grateful to them. I was racing with Bryce Lewis, so I got to thank him for the little bit that he was there until he till his little incident happened. I got to thank Mark and Sam for sitting up there on the broadcast, the live out in race control booth. And last but not least, you guys up in the broadcast booth, because you kill it every week. I know I'm not running the scheme, but that's because of Trade Paints being stupid, aka the check bouncing. But yeah, that
Yeah, no, it was a great race, bud. Congratulations once again for your second place finish here tonight. Well deserved, and well, stay tuned because I've got some news considering the top 4. But good run out of you, bud.
All right. Thank you.
Right. That was
Congrats,
the
buddy.
driver of the number 24, Dalton Kilrow. And, man, what a run out of him tonight. But we have one more to talk to, and we talked to him. Well, Terry talked to him on the walk down pit road tonight, Rick. It's the driver of number 88. It's Jamie Walker. Jamie, Chris and Rick up in the booth. Do you have a copy?
Yeah, I got you guys. I think you should do that more often. It made me feel good throughout the beginning of the race, and I just felt good all race.
Well, I'll tell you what, bud, when we were talking to you, we kind of noticed a little hint of possible doubt there, but then you come in and really, the 88, you didn't lead the most laps tonight, but you led enough, and including that most important one. Was there any doubt coming into tonight's race?
I don't know if you want to call it doubt. I was just going to play it safe. I wanted to get a good finish. I didn't want to get wrecked out or end up in somebody else's mess, and it just turned out that I was able to sneak out the win here.
Well, you did it in fine fashion, bud, and of course that all but locks you into the real race for the chase 2 weeks from tonight. I think we've asked you before, but let's go over it again. Thinking back on all the tracks that we've run here at the Blazing Pedals series, you get rid of those super speedways, you get rid of the road courses. And what's your vote going to be?
I don't know. To tell you the truth, the turning point of my season was California. I somehow just was able to pull one out there, and that's what I'm thinking.
All right. Anybody on the 88 team that you need to thank tonight?
Of course, like you guys like to say, the Dew Crew, Skittles, I know she's out there. She's on the truck tonight. You guys up here in the booth. Blazing Pedals for putting this league on. TRJ Karting, and just everybody doing an outstanding job this season.
Yeah, it's been a great season. Jamie, you've been a huge part of it, bud. So congratulations on the win again tonight.
Thanks, guys. We'll hope to get a good run for the championship here in a couple weeks.
And that was the driver of the number 88, Jamie Walker, getting it done here tonight, Rick. And I have got the updated point standings. Mark really came through for us. Now, the one thing that we have to caution everybody is these are not point standings set in stone, because these guys actually literally go through and check every single driver to make sure they didn't break the tire rule. But as of right now, the top 4 drivers heading on into the chase for the championship going to be tonight's winner, Jamie Walker, in his number 88. The 24, driven by Dalton Kilrow. The 5, that's driven by Hank Caston. And the number 6 of Derek Paulson. Those drivers set and ready to go for the championship right here on the Blazing Pedals, TRJKarting.com Truck Series, and it is going to be a good one.
That it is, man. I can't wait. I mean, like I said, it's going to be weird not being here on a Sunday night, Chris, but we got a week off. I'm going to be keeping my eyes open on Discord and on the Facebook page to find out how the voting is going for the championship that's going to happen 2 weeks from tonight.
Voting does end next Sunday night, so after that, we should have an answer. If you can't wait, definitely check it out on Facebook. I'm sure they're going to have something out there for you. And until then, Rick, we are going to sign off. We've got a little bit of racing left to do here this week. We got tomorrow night and Wednesday night, your birthday. Can't wait to celebrate that with you. And for everybody else, thank you so much for tuning in to the Turn 3 Racing Network. You've been watching the Blazing Pedals, TRJKarting.com Truck Series. Make sure to shout out to Tim Habiuk for all that he does for this series, along with Mark Arthur and Sam Baumgarten. These guys really have something special here. Keep it going, and we will see you in 2 weeks from tonight. Good night, everybody.
Good night, all.